What's up, Twaggers? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of This Week at GSU. How has your week been, Freddie?
It was great, Jerry. You know, besides all the rain we got the past few days, but it is the month of April, so bring on those showers, right?
Right you are. Besides, after this month, we'll be getting the reward of all this rain. All of the flowers will be back again.
Well, that's right, Jerry. So what do you have for GSU this week?
Well, in a unique effort to highlight the university and raise funds for the library, the Friends of the Library will host a book fair at Barnes & Noble in Orland Park on Saturday, April 8th. A percentage of everything purchased, with the exception of gift cards and ebooks, on that day at the Orland Park Barnes & Noble will be donated to the Friends. This includes books, CDs, DVDs, Nook, and items from the cafe. If you can't visit the Orland Park location, provide the voucher number to any Barnes & Noble location on April 8th or online that day, and your purchase will be applied to the fundraiser. You can find the voucher number on our GSU bookstore or email GSU library information at govst.edu.
Oh, wow. Well, the Student Education Association also hosted a reading showcase on Monday, April 3rd. Advancement Learning, a curriculum publisher, and Foundations for Advancement, an early learning academy, and Steger sponsored and led the second annual The Journey of a Book Starts with a Word reading showcase at GSU. The event took place in Sherman Hall from 4 to 7 p.m., and it was open to any child in the community in preschool through first grade. All participants received a t-shirt and will be addressed on essential components of reading word recognition and participation. Happy birthday to you.
Freddie, why are you singing? And whose birthday is it?
Well, it's not her birthday, but on April 7th, we celebrate what would have been the lovely Billie Holiday's 102nd birthday from 10:45 a.m. to 4:15 p.m. in the Nathan Manilow Sculpture Park. Director Jeff Bates takes a new look at the celebrated sculpture, Yes for Lady Day, through the eyes of another Lady Day, Billie Holiday. This day of free events is part of the Chicago Southland's Let Them Eat Jazz Festival, a multi-month celebration of jazz commemorating the centennial birthday of many jazz icons. SABA, a newly formed arts and business collaboration, designed to showcase the power of the arts to drive people to the Southland region.
Wow, since there will be so much reading going on this month, we need to set aside some time to also talk about some interests as well. On Tuesday, April 4th, there will be a Why Can't We Talk About It forum on mental health and wellness in Ingridson Hall. Guest speaker Erica J. Kendrick, a national spokesperson for suicide prevention, will discuss the pervasive stigma of depression and the need to change it for creating safe spaces for life-saving conversations. A panel discussion and mental health fair led with GSU students is also scheduled.
You know, Jerry, mental health is a very important, and some people really overlook that. I hope all the students will decide to go, because I know I'll definitely be there.
Yes, you're so right, Freddie. I plan to be there too in attendance, as well as these types of things cannot be overlooked or forgotten. Hope the GSU student body plans to make an appearance. Coming up after this short break, Warren will be covering what's going on in our arts department this week.
Welcome back, Twaggers. If you're a fan of Shakespeare, you will want to join us on April 6th for the first of 3 night performances of the classic tale of magic, revenge, deception, and romance. The Theater and Performance Studies Department presents The Tempest. The Nathan Manlow Sculpture Park will be transformed into the island that is the setting for The Tempest. Tickets and seats are limited for the performance. Since this will be outside, please dress appropriately for the weather and wear comfortable shoes. For more information, please contact the Center for Performance Arts box office at 708-235-2222. That does it this week for cultural and arts portions of the show. Up next, after this short break, Freddie will sit down with Amy Schoenberg, Study Abroad Coordinator from the Office of International Services.
Develop research-based knowledge and interventions. Create a world rooted in a foundation of social justice for all. Optimize movement and function. Help develop a person's speech, language, swallowing, and hearing skills. Heal the hidden wounds of addiction and trauma. Transform the way healthcare is managed. Passionate, inspiring, and innovative, our faculty members are experts in their field and committed to your success. Gain hands-on experience in our newly renovated Science Wing, featuring state-of-the-art labs and classrooms. Academic and professional excellence is the foundation of our college. Every program that requires accreditation for licensure or certification is accredited. You've come to the right place. The College of Health and Human Services at Governor State University. Your life's passion awaits.
Welcome back, Twaggers. Tonight I'm sitting with Amy Schoenberg, who will be talking about the study abroad opportunities here at GSU. Thank you for coming to our show tonight, Amy.
Thank you,
How
Freddie.
are you doing?
It's a pleasure to be here.
No, appreciate it.
Good.
Well, can you tell us about your role here at GSU, Amy? Like, what does the Office of International Services offer for students?
Well, first I can tell you a little bit about my role. I have 3 different areas that I work in. So the first one is the more obvious one, which is study abroad, right? So I manage everything that has to do with study abroad and ensure that we're following the best practices within the field. So some of those are creating and identifying programs for students, working with faculty, and also marketing and working with getting more and more students interested in study abroad. We also make sure that every student has a pre-departure orientation before they go, and a re-entry workshop upon return. I also am the chair for the Study Abroad Scholarship Committee, and we also host study abroad fairs every semester.
Oh, wow.
Yes. The other parts of my position have to do with being the liaison with the international university partners, as well as exchange visitors. So we have university partners in China, Ethiopia,
Wow.
and India, Turkey. So we're always looking to build our relationship with them, as well as take on new international partnerships. The third part of my position has to do with cultural programming. So I assist in programming for international students, but also in internationalizing the campus, which is part of GSU's goals. We also have special programs that might come to GSU. For example, our partner school in Turkey, Sakarya University, they send 15 to 20 faculty members every summer to improve their English, and so I help with organizing various cultural activities for them.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and so to answer your second question, what does the Office of International Services offer for students? So we're actually a staff of 7 people, and we have 2 staff members who work on international student admissions.
Okay.
And once the students are admitted into GSU, they need the proper documents to get their student visa to enter the US legally. So we have 2 other colleagues who primarily work on that aspect. We organize a special orientation for them because we want them to, feel comfortable, be prepared for the U.S. culture, and know of all the services that are offered. And as far as cultural programming for them, we do different activities. For example, off campus, we might organize an introduction to the city of Chicago with a tour. We also might take them to a Chicago sports game, like a baseball game or a Bulls game. We also do a lot of on-campus programming where the students can share something about their culture. In fact, we have the multicultural fashion show coming up this Monday.
I was going to say it's coming up soon.
Yes, April 10th from 2 to 4 in the CPA lobby. So that's a great way to really have both the international and the domestic students interact, which is something that we're really working on building.
I think I might actually go to that.
You should.
Okay, well, another question. Is there like a favorite place that students like to go like most often?
Well, a lot of the programs that we create do change each year. However, we have the counseling department that has often taken students to Thailand, and they follow workshops that are focused on counseling, and they also present to the Thai people. So that's a popular one. Another one is the Public Health Brigade to Nicaragua. We've done that twice already. The first time we had 13 students, the second time we had 17. So we hope to build that one even more. I think what the students really like about that is they start applying really early, and so they form a nice relationship with each other before they go. They do a lot of fundraising, and it's really a service program. A lot of the students do come from social work, community health, health administration, but we also get students from other disciplines as well, because I've noticed a lot of GSU students want to serve. And so it's a very enriching experience. They work alongside the community members and family members of Nicaragua, and they put in-home infrastructures that will, in the long term, help the health of the families there.
Wow, that's real good. I have to look into that.
Yeah.
And can you tell us some more of the details on the upcoming Summer China series and some of the experiences that students will get in this program?
Yes, absolutely. So the China Studies program is very unique because it's hosted by one of our partners that's in China. The partner school is Hangzhou Normal University. And this is the second time that we're offering it to GSU students. And basically, they will spend, it's from July 4th to the 21st. They'll stay on campus at Hangzhou Normal University. Each student would have their own room, own bathroom. And they're going to do different short courses throughout their stay. They're going to learn about the Chinese legal system, Chinese culture and tourism, urbanization development, kung fu. Yes, so lots of different aspects of Chinese culture. And they will also have 3 field trips, one to the city of Hangzhou, one to Shanghai, and then Wuzhen, which is an ancient river town.
Really?
Yes. And the great thing about this is that Hangzhou Normal University has offered GSU students 12 scholarships, which means that pretty much their stay is mostly covered over there. They just need to get their flight, visa, health insurance, and then bring some spending money for meals and souvenirs. Yes.
Sense.
So we actually, we currently have 8 scholarships left, and I'm still collecting applications for that until April 15th. So we hope to fill all of them.
I'm pretty sure you will. And what did students take away from the past China program?
Well, I actually was going to have a student come today, but she couldn't make it, so I got a couple quotes, so I can give them to you directly.
All right.
So one of the students, Joanna Vieira, she's a criminal justice major. She said, what I took away from the past China trip is the friendships that I made, and till this day, I still keep in contact with. I love people, I love how we are all different, but at the same time, we have similarities. But something I always keep in mind is, like Madison Voss once quoted, one of the most interesting, eye-opening parts of study abroad is being able to view the U.S. from the lens of a different country. And I have one other quote from Andrea Fuentes, who is a biology major and honors program student. She says, I would say the most important thing I took away from the China Studies program is a better perception and understanding of China. Many people that I have talked with here in the US who have never been overseas have very negative perceptions of China and its people. They see it as an unsafe place. This is far from the truth. I have found that people of China are very welcoming and friendly. They loved having us there as much as we enjoyed being there. It was an overall positive experience that I have been able to share with those here that may have misguided perceptions.
It's very amazing. Wow.
Yes.
Got all that from that. Well, is it anything else you would like to add about all these amazing opportunities or experiences?
Yes, well, we are working on developing more and more programs for GSU students, and most of them have been faculty-led, the shorter term ones, but we'd like to see more students doing longer term experiences as well. We had 2 students last summer do 4 weeks, one in India, one in Ghana.
Wow.
Yes, and right now we have a student doing the whole spring semester in Florence, Italy. I hope that we'll see more of that, and we're looking to affiliate with program providers that can, allow for that. And as far as study abroad, there's so much that it can give you, so many benefits. I worked in study abroad for many years, and I would see the students arrive, because I was working over in Italy, and they would come for the first time with these, new eyes, everything's brand new, and they don't know anything. They're in a new place, new people,
world.
new world completely. And when you push yourself out of your comfort zone like that, you can really grow. And so the growth, it can happen in a personal way, as far as building your self-confidence, self-reliance, flexibility. And it can also help with your career and education in the future, building those interpersonal skills and increasing your level of cultural sensitivity. So there are a lot of benefits to study abroad.
Wow, that's not bad at all. That's amazing, actually. Well, thank you for coming down and talking with us tonight.
Absolutely.
And all right, ladies and gentlemen, that about wraps up tonight. From me, Jerry, and Warren, and the whole crew of TWAC, from Studio B at University Parkway, you have just been twacked.